So, well, just coming in hot. How do you feel coming in, signing with these guys, and what made this a good opportunity for you?
Yeah, I think was home for about a week. Got to spend time with the family and just kind of reset mentally. And got a call yesterday that the Reds were interested, and here we are. A lot of quick change of events, but excited for this opportunity. You look at my stats to start the season. It's not ideal, right? It's never how we want to start, but that doesn't define who you are. And it's pretty cool to see a group of guys like this, front office, coaching staff, players, saying, "Hey, let's give this guy a chance." We know what he's capable of, and so far everybody's welcomed me with open arms, and have met everybody. I got to do my homework on names and get familiar with all the faces, but I want to contribute any way I can, and excited to get back on the saddle.
With all the pitching need around the game right now with all these injuries, did you figure you'd find a landing spot fairly quick, and did you have a lot of options?
Yeah, we did. We did have quite a bit of options, and it is unfortunate. In this game, it's the health of pitchers. I feel like it's not a matter of who, but a matter of when. It's unfortunate, but it's part of the game. We all know that. We try and bust our butt on and off the field every single day to help prevent some of those injuries or something that pops up like that. But excited, like I said earlier, excited that this team, took a chance on me, and I'm ready to get back on the saddle and get to work.
Terry Francona was just telling us that he's followed your career early on with the Padres and is aware of your stuff. What does it mean to you that a guy like that, a Hall of Fame caliber manager, knows who you are?
Yeah, he broke the ice right away. I've heard nothing but good things over the years from him as a manager, from all the players, and that says a lot of who he is. Excited to build my relationship with him, but he shook my hand and he said, "I'm excited for you to be a part of this group." And sometimes as players, hearing that from managers that have been around the game for a long time, it means the world to us. Sometimes we forget, especially coming off a season like I've started so far, it's hard to believe in yourself sometimes. So being home for about a week, was able to regroup, be home with my mom on Mother's Day for the first time in a long time was pretty special for me. Just regroup and like I said earlier, just excited for this opportunity and get back on the saddle.
What attracted you to Cincinnati among all the other offers?
I know a couple knuckleheads. I was teammates with Pagan, teammates with Johnson a couple years there in San Diego. Obviously, me and Pagan got traded over to the Twins a couple years back. So just a full circle moment. A couple guys from Texas in here. So excited to pick their brain and so forth. But to be honest, man, just an opportunity. That's all I was looking for. And this, the Reds were the first team to give me that opportunity.
So Pierce being here didn't scare you away?
Not as much as Pagan. No, I love those two guys. Excited to be back in the clubhouse with them and be on the same side again.
Where do you feel most comfortable, or what pitches do you feel most comfortable with at this point?
I feel like, fastball changeup has always been kind of my bread and butter, but over the years I feel like I've added some new pitches. You look at my arsenal. To start this season, I had 6 pitches. We even played around with the 7th pitch there when I was with the Marlins. Now, are they at the caliber that I want them to be? No, but we do have 7 options. And excited to pick the catcher's brains here and kind of get back on the old school format of scouting and all that and all that. But I think the Marlins, they called pitches from the dugout. That was new for me. It was open-minded. I think there's some good to that. So definitely going to have to change the role again and get back with the catchers and go over some scouting stuff and, know hitters' weaknesses and strengths and so forth. And, just honestly just excited for this opportunity and kind of go from there.
I was going to ask you said Tito broke the ice right away. What was his icebreaker?
He said Saturday I got the ball. And that's, he managed there in Cleveland for a really long time, and he said, "Hey, we're Ohio versus Ohio here." So who's going to take it. So he gave me a little bit of extra pressure there to break the ice. And talking to the guys, they said he's player's manager. He's very approachable, very honest guy. Communication, and I think as players, it's all we can ask for. And to welcome me like that definitely put a smile on my face, and excited to build that relationship with him.
You know what the Ohio Cup is now.
I do now. I didn't before. But I do now, and excited for that pressure.